Hi, and welcome to the Finding Purpose in Grief podcast. My name is Evie, and this is my husband, Oren.
Hi, everybody.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. Yeah,
Good.
we're having an interesting day. A lot
Yeah,
of weird things happening
a
and
lot of moving
a lot of
parts.
moving parts. But
Happy Good Friday.
yes, yeah, yeah,
That is
that is
today.
today. Definitely.
Good Friday, Easter weekend.
Yeah, it's we have family coming over on Sunday,
Yep.
so
It's
we'll
always
do.
hits a little hard during holidays.
Yeah,
We miss Bella, and I know people that are grieving miss their family members on these special holidays.
yep. Some people actually set empty plates, placemats for their loved ones.
Yeah.
That's not something we do.
No.
So yeah,
We know that she's with Jesus, and we just kind of cling on to that.
yeah.
We do. I like to incorporate her in Easter. I think about what she would have liked, even when picking out things for the grandkids and stuff. I think about, oh, Bella would love for her to have this or have that. I
Yeah.
still get things for the girls, for her friends.
Yeah, you and I have done different things that bring Bella's memory into the mix of different holidays and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's something that we have to do just for our own sanity and sake. And, um, you know, even if the family doesn't always like it, that's all right.
Yeah.
We like it.
I think
I
they
think
do.
I think they do. There's
Yeah.
some families that get uncomfortable and
Yeah.
grief hits everybody differently and
And we give grace. We give
definitely.
grace.
So
So,
what are we talking about today?
okay. We are talking about tears.
I've shed a couple of those.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
cried a lot in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Probably more than I ever cried in my life.
Yeah. Now, most people would just say tears are tears, they're tears. But I believe you have some information on tears.
Yeah, so I actually was researching at something about tears because when I cry, it burns my eyes.
Okay.
And I think I've explained that to you that my eyes get so tired and they feel swollen and so I Googled it and I'm like, can tears hurt your eyes, basically? And the surprising answer is yes, they can.
Oh, okay.
I know. So God created tears for cleansing purposes, like dust and particles and all that kind of stuff that you get in your eye. That's why he created the tear ducts for us to get rid of those toxins in our eyes.
Okay.
So I'm going to be reading off some of the things that I found cuz I'm, not a super brain and don't know everything by heart. So um so the title of this is going to be The Surprising Science Behind Why Crying Literally Heals You.
That is a mouthful. That's the
This
title of
is why I
this?
read it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is why I read it. Okay. So, not all tears are created equal, which we kind of talked about, the cleansing tears versus other types. And so, we're going to get into some of the types. Your body produces 3 types of tears, and each one has a different job. There's basal tears,
Okay.
and constantly lubricate and protect your eyes. So, kind of what we talked about,
For dust and stuff like that.
allergens, different things.
Gotcha.
The other type of tear, reflex tears, flush out irritants like smoke and onions.
Okay.
So how your eyes know between smoke and onions is already an amazing.
So one is like a physical thing, dust, debris, pollen, stuff
Right.
like that. The other is more of a what's the word I want to use?
No, they use the word irritant.
An irritant, but I'm thinking like a almost like a vapor odor, or not a
Maybe
vapor odor, a vapor.
something we can't see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like smoke,
A vapor
although you
irritant.
can see smoke, but yeah.
But like onions, you can't see. It's just a burning.
Yeah.
It's like a chemical reaction.
There we go.
So
Yeah. So that's what reflex tears are.
reflex, not reflux, reflex.
Yes. Emotional tears. That is what we deal with a
Okay.
lot. And that's what most grieving people have
Yeah.
is emotional tears. They are triggered by feelings, and these are the ones with healing superpowers.
Ooh, healing superpowers.
So if you ever wanted a superpower, you could say tears. Or you already have one because you cry.
Okay. That's not the superpower I'd want.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The boys say I have super hearing.
Yeah,
And so
they did.
Yeah,
You
that was my superpower.
could hear a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so what actually is in your tears? Do you have
I
any
have
idea?
no clue other
Okay.
than moisture.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. Yes. So reflex tears are made up of 98% water.
Okay.
So that's what we're made up of mostly is water. So that would make sense, right?
Hence why you feel dehydrated after crying.
Right. After
Okay.
a big crying session, you got to hydrate.
Okay.
It's people told us that.
Yeah.
Hydrate, hydrate. We weren't always that good at it though.
No.
Emotional tears have a completely different chemical makeup than other tears.
Okay.
Cortisol and ACTH is a stress hormones your body flushes out. I'm not really sure what ACTH is.
I have no idea.
So I think that'll be something we will ask Karen or someone that
Or
comes on.
or we'll Google it and we'll put it right here.
Yeah, because we didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the more you know. I do know what cortisol is, though.
Okay.
I think most women my age know exactly what cortisol is. It also lets out, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, leucine in capellan.
Sounds like a fancy word. Maybe we should put that right here also.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how we would do that, but because I don't know. I mean, I know the spelling, but I don't quite know the
Okay.
pronunciation.
Well, what is it?
Okay, it's a natural painkiller.
Oh, all right. So crying helps reduce pain.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Interesting.
a Tylenol.
Interesting.
Yep, without all the side effects of Tylenol.
Okay.
Okay. Prolactin is linked to emotional regulation. So it releases prolactin. So I guess it just helps us know when to stop. I don't know. We do stop
Yeah.
eventually, whether we fall asleep crying or we just kind of give up.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it helps relieve pain
Mm-hmm.
and it helps balance our emotions
Regulate us.
by releasing it.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing it does is lysomine or lysomine.
Okay.
Man, I really hope I'm saying these words right.
Well, if we're not,
I'm gonna get some doctor that's gonna comment and say, you used all these words incorrectly. You
it'll be the first time we've done that.
you pronounced all these words incorrectly.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato. Okay, so and this one, lysomine, is an antibacterial enzyme that fights infection. So I've been told that when you're going through grief and depression and things like that, it lowers your immune system. So maybe this helps fight off different things that your body could attract when you're down emotionally.
All right.
That's all in tears, reflex tears. It's crazy.
Wow. That is, so it helps
Regulate.
It reduces pain.
Mm-hmm. And it helps flush out stress hormones.
Flushes out stress hormones.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And it's we said the regulation. Yeah. And painkiller. Yep. So what crying does for you physically. So this is what it does for you physically. Releases endorphins and oxytocin.
Okay.
Your body's natural feel-good and bonding chemicals. Activates your rest response, triggers the parasympathetic nervous system to calm you down.
Okay.
So it calms you down.
So because if it's releasing, it's allowing you to calm down.
It's kind of like recently we've been dealing with dogs, and dogs pant when they're stressed.
Okay.
Right. And remember how I told you, oh, this is so gross. Like, why is he drooling, panting, all the things, right? Well, he's releasing. That's the way God created dogs, to release their stress. They don't have tears. I mean, I've never seen a dog physically cry.
I think dogs, tear ducts.
I guess they can, yes.
Sure they would
but
be able to.
I feel like the panting is what kind of calms their body down.
Yeah.
It regulates them, right? So that's kind of what the tears does for us. It regulates us. It says it activates your rest response, triggers. Okay, I said that part. Okay.
See, to me, that just says it makes you tired.
Well, yeah.
So
it does. But your body needs rest when you're going through grief.
It calms you down, allows you to rest.
Right.
So yes, it does make you tired, but it guess it's a healthy tired.
Yeah, well, because your body needs rest. It needs
Gotcha.
to cope with that fight and flight scenario that's going on during
Okay.
grief. It lowers cortisol, physically flushes stress hormones from your body.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, can't imagine being stressed when you're going through grief. It just
right,
doesn't make sense.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you are. You're going through a lot of stress, so your body has to release it. It's one way or the other. It relieves pain, so endorphins act as natural painkillers for both physical and emotional pain. Brain imaging research shows, and we'll probably put this picture up because this is pretty cool. Brain imaging research shows that after crying, brain activity shifts toward areas linked to emotional regulation and problem solving.
That makes sense. After you have a good cry, then you try to figure out how you're going to
Move
move
forward.
forward. And
Hmm.
so it all the connections are making their connections. The connections are making connections.
And they're making new connections
Yeah.
because sometimes the old connections are part of the grief.
Gotcha.
So your brain is making new connections. Crying helps your brain move from reaction to reflection to clarity.
Hmm. All
So
right.
I'll say that one more time. Crying helps your brain move from reaction. So that's the initial onset, right? To reflection, maybe thinking back on how things could have been different or what could have I done different, that type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And then clarity comes with that,
After
meaning
you felt it, you've seen
you've
it,
dealt with it,
and now you can step back and see it from the wider angle lens.
right? And that allows clarity to come in.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's a little different. Have
Hmm.
it.
I think so. So this is what people think about crying. And especially for men, no offense, but especially for men. I think women by nature, we can tap into those emotions a lot easier than men can,
Yeah.
but not in all cases because we do have a male friend. We will not mention names, but he cries.
He's a
He's a
crier.
crier.
He's in touch with his sensitive side,
Yes, his sensitive side.
which is a good thing.
What is it? It's a really good quality to have
Yeah.
because I mean God created it.
Yeah.
So crying means I'm weak. I think I've heard you say that
I've
in
felt
other
that.
podcasts.
I grew up that I felt that. It's just it's part of society, I think, where you as a man, if you're seen to cry, you're assuming that others will view you as weak.
Yeah,
And that is not something I wanted to ever. I didn't like feeling weak, and so I would do my best not to portray weakness, and crying to me was weakness, and so
right.
yeah.
And it wasn't. It was God's way of saying, "Hey, I'm trying to help you." So crying is your nervous system doing exactly what it's designed to do. We know our designer, and that's why he created that. I need to hold it together. Holding back tears increases stress.
Yeah.
Holding back tears increases stress. So if you are in a stressful situation, grief situation, loss of any kind, cry. The Lord created it.
Yeah.
It is actually meant to heal you. That's that's awesome. Okay, so holding back tears increases stress, anxiety, and even physical symptoms.
Makes sense. It's like the whole shaken soda,
Hmm.
you have a half filled bottle of
Yep.
soda and you shake it up. Eventually you're going to open that and it's going to all over the place.
Yep.
Um so you need to let it out a little at a time,
Or in some cases, a lot of the time,
or a lot at a
like
time,
a
but
puddle on the floor in
yeah.
the
But I
closet.
mean, in you can kind of control that in that scenario. You can either let it happen now, or you can let it come out later and when you're not really prepared for it to
Yep.
come out. So,
Yep. So I'm just being emotional. I'm undergoing biochemical healing process like sweating or breathing. So it is not being emotional. You're literally changing your chemicals and
yeah, I
healing.
mean, are there people that do cry for, little reasons? Probably, you know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
still think there's
know.
a reason. I mean, people can say that about babies, that they're just crying to cry. No, they're usually crying for a reason, to regulate them. That's part of regulation, regulating your body and all that. So,
Yeah.
um, I think what it's saying here though is crying is just like sweating or breathing. It is a
It's just
normal,
part of what we do.
it is part of human
Yeah.
being. That's how God created us. Just like he created us to sweat when we're cooling our body down, to breathe, to live.
Yeah.
So, I think that's kind of where it means that. So, your tears aren't a sign of weakness. They are proof your body knows how to heal. So it actually means you're working.
Gotcha.
You're doing exactly what God intended you to do.
Your heart is beating, your lungs are
Yeah.
pumping air, and your tears are flowing.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember uh, after Bella's accident, was driving somewhere and I could not stop crying. I wasn't in one of those moments where I was going through anything,
Yeah.
but my eyes would not stop watering.
You
They would
said that
not.
they were like leaking. You
Yeah,
felt
they
like
were
they were just
just
leaking.
leaking. I could not control it. I could not do anything, and it wasn't. I wasn't feeling. I mean, yes, I was feeling stuff, but I wasn't going through one of those
Moments.
moments. I was just eyes were leaking.
We often say to each other, "Are you having a moment?"
Yeah,
We have lots of
lots
moments.
of moments. So
But apparently it is good and healthy for you.
yeah,
So this is to wrap this topic up of tears. I'm going to read this. So we're going to just kind of wrap it up
okay,
and say your tears are literally healing you, and science proves it. When you cry, your body releases natural painkillers, flushes out stress hormones, and activates the part of your nervous system designated to calm you down. It's biology. Emotional tears even have a completely different chemical makeup than tears you get from chopping onions. So, yeah.
it's
So, the next time you feel the tears coming, let them flow. Your body knows what it's doing.
okay. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of crying, but I've learned
Well, I
that I
think,
don't have a choice
I don't know if
sometimes.
maybe you're not a fan of crying, but you're not a fan of the feelings that come with crying and the aftermath of crying. A headache sometimes,
Yeah,
feeling tired, wiped out, like you got hit by a bus, sometimes it just feels draining.
yeah.
So maybe it's not so much the
Well,
crying aspect, but it's
it's
all of it.
obviously the whole thing. Like
Right.
I don't like being sad. I am not the person that wants to be sad.
Right.
Um,
I don't think anybody wants to be sad.
I yeah, generally I am not a sad person. I don't really get sad often.
Yeah.
That's just not was not my makeup. Obviously this changes everything. Um, and so now, I do cry and I don't like it, but I also don't like the reason I'm crying. And
Right.
so everything goes back to
Yeah. The
the
reason.
situation that existed.
Right.
So
Well, God created the tears for you to heal,
yeah,
for me to
yeah,
heal, for you to heal. So I think we're going to finish this up by saying to let your body do what it does.
it's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry.
Yeah.
And it's okay to cry to the Lord, and it's okay to give it to him.
Don't let
And
your friends make you feel bad if you're crying,
right.
you know? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if they're anything like my friends, they just cry along with me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all good.
I haven't had a friend tell me not to cry or anything like
Right.
that. I think that it was just my own um growing up, my own understanding, my own
Right.
comprehension of don't cry, it's weakness. And like we said, it's not weakness, it's
Mm-mm.
the body um
Healing
healing
itself.
itself and regulating itself. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of good information.
Yeah. I'm really glad. I'm glad we got to talk about it and to let everybody know to cry and it's okay. And if you like these videos, we're going to ask you to please, please, please subscribe. I think the subscribe button is down below.
It's down there somewhere.
Also, give us a like, and so we can keep creating these videos.
Yeah. You guys have a great day.
Bye.